Hello everyone, welcome back to more Final Fantasy XIII Lightning Returns. I hope everyone enjoyed part 1. Now let's get on with part 2. Now enjoy, guys.
By using the warp device, I can teleport you back down to the surface.
I'm worried about Snow. I should go to his palace.
You could, but I suggest you visit another city instead.
You want me to abandon Snow?
Down on the surface, time is stopped for everyone. The palace will still be on high alert. It would be next to impossible to get anywhere close to Snow.
You're saying I should let things cool down first.
I'm going to send you to XIII. It's the capital of the world. Or, what's left of it anyway. I'll place you inside an inbound train. When the train stops at the station, you can get off with the other passengers. Something has happened in front of the station.
All right, do it.
You're surprisingly calm for someone who's about to venture into unknown territory. But you were always brave.
Brave? I don't feel brave. I don't feel anything. No worry, no confusion, no fear.
That's good. But you still need to stay safe.
The XIII train is now arriving. Luxurian North Station.
XIII, a bustling metropolis, the divine city of light in the holy sea of salvation. It's the last bastion of peace and order in a dying world. Most of the people who live here worship the almighty Benevelza. The city's governed in his name by a powerful religious sect known as the Order of Salvation. God's followers believe in ultimate redemption, and their faith helps keep the fires of hope burning. But even in this pious city, a darkness lurks untouched by divine light. A heresy that rejects the teachings of Supreme Benevelza.
It's another girl.
How awful.
I bet it's the heretics doing.
The divine city doesn't look so holy now.
This was no accident. The girl was left here intentionally. Light! Help her!
There's no need. Just a dummy. Hope, did you see who dropped it? They must still be close.
My sensors didn't pick up anything at all. I'm running a search of the city's video database, but I'm coming up blank so far.
Doesn't matter. I'll just find out myself. XIII. The Divine City of Light. Is that what they call it? Trouble is, the brightest lights cast the darkest shadows.
Looks like someone's targeting the Savior. Let's see if we can find out anything from the crime scene.
We need to solve this case quickly. XIII is the city of divine light, yet it has seen the murder of 3 girls in 3 days. The people seem to be growing fearful. If you find out anything at all, I'd be anxious to hear it. There are similarities among the victims. They have all been young women, and all of them had rose-colored hair. Yes, just the same shade as yours. You may also become a target of the killers. I urge you to be careful.
The horror continues. Another victim has been discovered. I knew the latest victim. She was a leading member of the Order clergy. She'd been a rising star, destined to become the next High Priestess. But then she retired suddenly, for reasons of health, or so it was said. And then this.
This broadcast is brought to you by the Public Morals Office of the Order of Salvation. The time is now 9 p.m. Please pray. May the holy light dispel the chaos and purify our souls.
The Order is locked in. The Inquisitor will definitely be very interested in this information. Why not talk to a few more people?
I saw what they did. If they find out what I know, I'm done for, as sure as my name is Holmes.
For your safety and security, the Public Safety Office has sealed off all access to the North Station area.
This area is locked down. No one's allowed past without permission.
Is that the Savior?
Good heavens. This has become quite the predicament. His messages say that the Shadow Hunter will kill the Savior. Sounds pretty, I don't know, prophetic, right? If you believe what you hear around town, it seems that the children of Etro have an oracle drive. That's a rare thing. They say oracle drives are mysterious devices that can let you see the very future. The heretic's prophecy. I can't even imagine what it must show. But apparently it's enough to drive them to murder.
That's vital information. Good work, Light. At this rate, you'll solve the murder.
It can't be. Damn it, it's not like him to be late. But what if... No, couldn't be that.
Something wrong? Not about those murders, is it?
God, no. At least I hope not. You see, it's the end of my shift, and I'm waiting for my replacement, but he hasn't shown. He's been late before, but never as bad as this.
You're starting to worry, right?
He likes to make out he's a tough guy, but he isn't at all, frankly. His name's Holmes. If you run into him, do me a favor, will you? Tell him Thornton's worried and needs to go home.
All right. If I see anyone in uniform wandering around where they're not supposed to be, I'll talk to them.
Wait a minute. I don't know anything about the Shadow Hunter, I swear to God.
I didn't mention any Shadow Hunter, but thanks for the tip. Who is he?
Don't tell me you don't know about the Shadow Hunter. Lord of Luxurian Shadow World, hero to the little folk, king of the Warren. Although it's not like I've actually met him myself. Yeah, sure, so I told everyone the Hunter and I are close, but come on, it was just talk. I never thought anything like this would happen. Damn it, I know I shouldn't have been bragging about how me and the Shadow Hunter were best pals. What if the Elders believed I'm in tight with a savior-murdering nutjob? I saw you coming and I got scared. I figured you were with them, you know, the Inquisitors.
The Inquisitor will definitely be very interested in this information. Why not talk to a few more people?
We believe the culprits are hiding out in this area. That's why we've decided to lock it down.
When the final bell tolls, the Earth will be destroyed, and the world will be reborn.
I can't stay here forever.
Huh. You have information for me? Interesting. Very interesting. I think this is worth further investigation. Thank you for sharing what you know. Let me know if you learn more.
You should gather information and relay it to the Inquisitors. Once they have a good lead, they might be willing to lift the roadblocks.
There's a chill in the air.
In recent days, the Etro fanatics, those unspeakable heretics who reject the Order, have been gathering brazenly on street corners. They're a sinister bunch, clad in stark white cloaks. I just overheard one of them say something very interesting. It went something like, if we kill the Savior, the prophecy will come true. Now, all the victims to date have been women. Could there be a connection? Are they trying to hunt the Savior? I wonder if I should tell the Inquisitor this information. It might be important.
The Inquisitor will definitely be very interested.
Thank you for your help earlier. Interesting. I had been putting together a picture of the plot, but I was still missing important pieces. Not anymore. Thanks to your information, we have a good idea of what happened. I think the culprits must be hiding somewhere close. We'll have to keep the blockades in place.
You should gather information and relay it to the Inquisitors. Once they have a good lead, they might be willing to lift them. The Order operates the regional transportation system. It's the city's lifeblood.
I always said those people would cause trouble. And I was right. Every night I can see them, those weirdos in their white cloaks sneaking around the streets. Whenever I see white, I think, ugh, heretic. If there's one thing I know, that wicked Shadow Hunter, he's the ringleader of the heretics. Those fanatics are growing bold. Nowadays, there's always a gang of them in the plaza in front of the station. It's as if they are meeting to go someplace else. Speaking of which, it's usually around this time they start to show up.
That was a valuable witness statement. I'm pretty sure the Inquisitor can use the information.
The trains are currently out of service.
Who else could it be? It has to be them, right? So there's this place called the Forsaken Graveyard outside the city. You know it? What I've heard is that a bunch of people wearing white cloaks gather there every night. They're heretics who worship the goddess Etro. You know what I saw? Heretics carrying an unconscious girl. It scared me to death. Maybe it was just the dummy that they threw off the tower. Or maybe it was the murdered girl herself.
The Inquisitor will definitely be very interested in this information.
The Public transportation office has directed all trains to suspend operations. Thank you for your understanding.
Ugh, those white-robed loonies are always gathering in the station plaza.
No one, absolutely no one doubts that the people behind the killings are those heretics. The Order is conducting its inquisitions based on that assumption. The XIII fanatics who worship the goddess of death are all over the place. Just look for the sinister groups huddled together, dressed head to toe in white. It may mean nothing, but some people have witnessed the XIII heretics using the public phone near the graveyard. Furtive conversations in the streets. Prowling the city at night. It makes you wonder what they're up to.
That's vital information. Good work, Light. At this rate, you'll solve the murder in no time.
Yes. That is very interesting indeed. We've been piecing together all our evidence, and your information supports our theory. The only question is, how long I can maintain the blockade.
You should head to...
Hey, lady! So these heretics, they believe in the goddess, right? Are they all bad people, or just some of them? Those heretics are always hanging around here, you know. They're easy to spot. They wear white clothes and huddle together muttering stuff about oracles. You know, they always stare at any women that go by. Do you think they're picking out their next sacrifice? Pretty scary, huh? I'm scared.
So the culprits are the children of XIII? But what's their objective? What could they be after?
Let's find out. Once the gates are opened, I'll try tailing them. Discreetly. It'll be the easiest way to find their hideout. I'll talk to the Inquisitors. Hopefully get these gates open.
If you know anything about the case...
The Goddess's disciples are beginning to gather. If you lift the blockades around this area, there's a good chance they'll start to move out.
You're suggesting I let them go? It's not a bad idea. Yes, I'll give the order, and we'll see where the heretics lead us. We've managed to find some eyewitnesses, and we think we know who it was that strung the dummy from the tower.
Let me guess. The children of XIII, right?
Ah, you have your own sources, I see. In recent weeks, the heretics have become more visible on the streets of our holy city. The poor, benighted fools don't believe in God's salvation. Clearly, their despair has led them to carry out these wanton acts. If only they would open their eyes, embrace God, and they could bathe in the pure light of His almighty grace. Can't they see that their souls would be liberated in the new world? The irony of it all is that their fanatical rejection of the Savior has only made my own faith that much stronger. Although perhaps that is the work of the Savior herself.
If you think your faith will save you, then go ahead. Believe all you want.
All entrances to the North Station area have been reopened. For your safety and security, please proceed with your business in a calm, orderly manner. Safety officers have been posted to assist.
Lightning.
Please obey all
The Savior can use God's own holy power.
Thank you for your
With it, you
cooperation.
can even manipulate the flow of time.
How can anyone control time?
With a special ability called chronostasis, it has limits, but you can slow time. It's just one of the miracles brought about by God's great might. But be warned, you cannot use it again and again. Only use it when it will count the most.
The day is nigh when God...
Light, I'm detecting monsters. Move carefully through this area.
Good food will cure all your...
Thanks for coming. What'll you have? Come again.
I suppose they think they're acting as their prophecy tells them.
Time for dinner. Who is she? Hey.
You bring with you the end.
My day is over.
The end is near.
So what if I drown my sorrows?
Who is she?
Oh, God, awake.
My fellow disciples, blessed are those who know his name. Blessed are those.
I should talk.
You work at the station, don't you? Your fellow attendants worried about you.
My... Oh no, is it time for my shift already? I completely lost track of time. Look, can I trust you? I saw who did it. You know, the people who threw the dummy off the clock tower? I got scared, so I've been laying low. I can't go to the station. That's where they'll look for me.
You were there? What did you see exactly? You have to tell me.
I don't have to do anything. But if you can protect me from those people and get me to the station, I'll tell you all about it. Get me to the station, and then I'll talk.
Is she here to offer salvation?
Holmes, you're safe. I was so worried about you, I could barely concentrate on my duties.
Sorry, boss. I saw what happened over where they found the girl. I guess I just panicked. I don't know why I got so scared. I'm sorry I let you down. It won't happen again.
Never mind, I'm just glad to see you're safe. Guess I never told you. Well, years ago, one of my colleagues was killed by a monster. I was afraid the same thing had happened to you. I panicked and asked this lady for help.
I can't believe no one told me that when I took this job. But anyway, sorry for the trouble, boss. From now on, I swear to you, I'm never going to be late. I mean, what if your heart gave out or something with worry? Can't have that on my conscience.
A true friend that cares. Maybe that's enough to save a soul.
Well, a deal's a deal. You got me here safe and sound, and so I'm going to tell you exactly what I saw. It was the children of Etro. They tossed the dummy off the tower. I really wanted to tell the Inquisitors what I saw. Honestly, I did. But I was afraid those heretics might find out and make me their next victim.
Is this a dream?
I've caused the boss a lot of worry and stress, and I feel bad about that. From now on, I'm going to try hard not to let the boss down, no matter what.
They're always celebrating something in XIII.
Today, the City of Light has been the scene of much tragedy. A great number of our residents have lost their lives. Let us offer prayers once again to Great Beneverza.
Chocobocolina! Hi! I sense you want to talk about something. Ask away! Is it about this message board? Or something more important, like my beauty regimen?
I want to talk to you. I think that you have it backwards.
Oh, don't be such a silly Sahagin. Everyone wants to talk to me, especially since I've been put in charge of this.
The message board?
It's not just an ordinary message board. It's called the Canvas of Prayers, and it's magical. An ancient spell has been cast on it, and now it can show people's hopes and dreams. For example, you know how people wish on stars, or by throwing coins into a fountain? I know you've done it too, even though you'd never admit it. This board collects prayers from all over the world, from all sorts of people, and makes them appear as words.
You mean anyone can come here and read them?
Just you. It's written in a mythical language. To anyone other than yourself, it looks like a jumble of nonsense. Now don't just take my word for it. Why don't you take a look? See if you can't read everyone. Have you been to the dazzling city of XIII yet? Their fireworks are for everyone to enjoy, even people with no brains.
Where do you think a group of people are like? You need to Light, careful! They see you. Make sure you stay hidden in the shadows.
This broadcast is brought to you by the Public Morals Office of the Order of Salvation. It is now midnight. Please pray. Let us thank God, who in his wisdom will build us a new world.
Savior will die at the hands of the Shadow Hunter? I sure don't like the sound of that. When they say Savior, do you think...
It's me, alright. It has to be. But who's the Shadow Hunter?
I don't know. Right now, no one else does either. The information's incomplete at best. But the Order thinks he could be the leader of the heretics.
So if the Shadow Hunter leads the cult, does that mean he's also behind the murders?
The heretics are on the move. You need to follow them discreetly and figure out where they're headed. Stay out of sight and see what they're up to. Do you see anything you can hide behind?
Show that you are one of us.
In the forest of darkness, chaos holds sway. To the goddess of death, these numbers I say, 7891.
The rites are beginning. Make haste.
See that? I think I just found my invitation to the party.
Yeah, so when the phone rings, you have to give them a 4-digit code. Simple, if you have the numbers.
Right. Simple. So any bright ideas about how to do that? I mean, considering you're doling out advice.
Head back to town and see what you can uncover. The heretical cult, the so-called Children of Etro, are behind the murders. They become increasingly visible in the city. Judging by the tone of their message, they view the Savior as their enemy. What I don't understand is why they would target you. You're here to save souls and guide them to a new world. Why wouldn't they want that?
It's not that clear-cut. To some, God's savior looks as much a murderer as these maniacs do. I'm not surprised they're afraid.
Don't worry. Even if the world hates you, I'll always be by your side, Light. What do you want to do? Will you go looking for that code?
The children of Etro are gathering now. They'll be out of my reach until they're done with their business.
It seems like a waste to just wait here until then. Why not get out of the city for a while?
I might as well. There's not much time left. I won't waste it.
Yes, your time is the most precious thing you have now. How you use these few days may decide the very fate of the world. It looks like the monorail is up and running. If you hop aboard, you can quickly get anywhere in this world. And there's another station on the south side of XIII.
Future.
Welcome in.
Thanks for stopping.
Our express to XIII. Passengers wishing to travel to the
Are you a traveler? I can tell you about all of the places our fine monorail goes to. Is there any... XIII is a great city, rivaling XIII in size. It is a pleasure den, where visitors can enjoy the finest foods, divine plays, and even the blood sport of the slaughterhouse. Extravagant banquets are hosted in Yusnan's palace, more for the spectacle than for the stomach. The great patron who makes all this possible is Snowvilliers, the one lessee left in the world. He is said to be a most powerful fighter, chosen by the gods and granted awesome power. The Yusnan-bound train departs from here at the North Station.
Excuse me.
So, what can I do? The Wildlands are a green land full of life, a broad expanse of nature stretching from horizon to horizon. A tableland rich with greenery, filled with great trees. Nature is, they cultivate the land. There are even bands. If you wish to visit, though in truth, you could make the journey overland.
This is Luxarian's North Station. The trains here shuttle back and forth between Luxarian and Yusnan. There is another station in Luxarian, South Station. The trains there will take you to either of these two locations. The Wildlands, where you can enjoy fresh air, nature, or the Dead Dunes, a desert abundant with hidden treasures. Go ahead and board the train.
I swear I'll make you happy. Those were my own words. I think I was fooling. I couldn't do a damn thing. You died centuries ago, and it still feels like yesterday. Not a day goes by when I don't think of you, and how I could save you. But I failed you. Like a fool, I'm just spinning my wheels while the world dies. Now everything's ending, and no one's gonna survive.
This is an emergency broadcast from the Public Safety Office, Yusnan branch of the Order of Salvation. Volatile chaos infusions have been detected inside the Yusnan Palace. All entrances have been sealed by order.
Sarah, I need to know. When I die, will I get to see you again?
For your safety and security, all citizens are asked.
Not that I have any right to. Well, I guess we all come to this world alone, and that's the way we gotta leave it. What are you waiting for, Lightning? You don't have much time left before the world ends. This is your last chance for payback. To the man who couldn't keep your sister safe.
So now it's the glittering city. This is how Snow entertains himself these days?
I don't know how entertaining he finds it, but it's certainly his doing. Yusnan is Snow's town now. The residents call him the patron, and he runs everything here, especially the feasts and banquets. I've heard that he wanted everyone to enjoy whatever brief time they had left. But these days he's holed up in his palace. Who knows what he's thinking?
If I could, I'd go and visit. But I don't think I'm welcome there. Guess I should have pulled my punches.
No, it was the right thing to do at the time. I really thought if you confronted him head-on, he'd open up to you. Of course, it's been centuries. People are bound to change.
Have the years changed him? Maybe. The Snow I remember was an optimist. Almost laughably so. He believed in everyone, and so everyone believed in him. That's why, in the end, I could accept Sarah wanting to marry him. But while I slept away the years in Crystal, he had to live every day, facing the world's coming end. Centuries, watching all hope crumble, lifetimes passing without a hint of escape. No man can stare into the darkness for so long and survive with his soul intact.
the palace is completely locked down, but I think I found a way you could sneak in. The Augur's Quarter is our best bet. Supplies for the Grand Feast are delivered each and every day, anywhere from early afternoon to late at night. There should be plenty of things for you to hide amongst and make your way inside.
I've come to see the Patron's Palace from up close. Just looking at it would make me feel richer myself. It's the most extravagant building in the world.
The palace is in the Augur's Quarter, right? I don't think tourists are allowed. I've heard that there are some parts of Yusnan that only the rich can get into. Not people like us, unfortunately.
It's a palace. They ought to at least let us go look at it for free, right? It'll be all right. Come on, let's go.
All right, let's go to the Augur's Quarter.
The Augur's Quarter is the exclusive playground of the rich. Commoners aren't welcome, and that will include you. Though people say it's possible to sneak in. Apparently there's some sort of back door. I definitely think it's worth looking into.
Is the patron all right?
They say that some girl calling herself the Savior is wanted for questioning. According to the rumors on the street, she can steal your very soul. She busted her way into the palace and tried to take out the patron himself.
Welcome to the Glittering City.
It seems crashing that party put you on the city's radar. The guards are looking for you. Sneaking into the palace again is going to be a challenge.
Yeah, I don't think I'll go unnoticed this time. So, maybe I could use my notoriety to my advantage.
You mean you could purposefully draw attention and throw the palace security into confusion? It might just work, so give it a try.
Welcome. Please, come again.
Don't you want to play with a chocobo, girl?
This is the Glutton's Quarter, a paradise for gourmands that serve up dishes from every culture. If the world's ending anyway, I suppose you might as well enjoy your last meal.
Welcome! A customer! This is so exciting! What can I get you?
Well, what do you serve?
Anything you want. How about the chef's special made from top-quality recycled materials? Deep-fried niblet hair bowls.
Are you sure that's actually edible?
Oh, yes, it definitely won't kill you, I can guarantee it. And since you're my first customer in days, no charge.
Nothing ventured.
That's the spirit. Take the plunge, I say. Well, does it make your taste buds sing? Are you transported to culinary heaven?
This is...
Too tart? Too much salt, perhaps? I can brush it off if you like.
No, it's actually really good.
God, that is a relief. I mean, of course it's good. I knew you'd love it. I've been working on the recipe for weeks. Unfortunately, it's not very nutritious. People are more health conscious these days, which is ironic considering the times.
Nutritious or not, you'd think that more people would come back for this.
I think it must be me. I just don't have a head for business. No matter how hard I work, I just can't seem to attract more customers. I've been living on the brink of financial ruin for years now. My son got sick of it, so he left.
You've got the chops to be a good cook, though. Why don't you try to find yourself a partner? You know, someone you trust who has a better head for business.
Now that you mention it, I hear there's a famous food expert here in Yusnan. Apparently he specializes in turning around lost causes like mine. I'll bet... No, I know he could help me, but how do I find him? All I know is his name.
And what is it?
Gordon Gourmet. Despite his fame, he's hard to track down. If you do happen to run into him, could you tell him about CDs?
Gordon Gourmet. I'll remember it.
You are far too kind. Thank you so much. I hope you find him soon. You want to get into the Augur's quarter? You can beg and plead to God, but you won't have a chance in hell.
We have the trendy equipment
Let's do it. You want to be saved. Blood's up now. Fate is what it is. I'm hurting.
Alright, you need to find a way to infiltrate Snow's palace. Perhaps you could start by checking out the situation in the Augur's Quarter.
Hey, you there!
You mean me?
I know your face. You're the one I've seen on the posters.
Oh no, you've seen through my elaborate disguise. Yes, I'm the Savior, here to steal the soul from your precious patron. What are you waiting for? Arrest me and you'll probably get a raise.
Shut up! I don't need you to tell me how to do my job, you damn criminal!
Got this. If you run, you'll end up being...
Get back to where you belong. Savior's got a job. Savior's got a job. Eyes to the future. The end is close. You want to be saved. Hope they find peace.
Well, there are quite a lot of guards. If you let them chase you around, you might get cornered. Take the offensive and try to throw them into confusion.
about with the performances that are held here. In a world like this, people make beautiful...
They say it's hard enough to find the back route, but you know it's even harder? Getting out alive again.
You managed to learn about the back route into the Augur's Quarter. Is that enough, or do you want more info?
They say it's hard enough to find...
Come in and transform yourself into a brand new you.
We've got the finest stock in town, I'd say.
Come back soon.
See something?
Oh, thanks a lot.
This is a broadcast from the Public Safety Office.
up now. Try to keep up.
She is armed and considered extremely dangerous.
Yeah? I'm one of the guides. What is it? You don't know where you are? I can help.
These days, there's only one way common folk can see the show in the Augur's Quarter, and that's the secret back route.
That was information about the back route in, wasn't it? It looks like you're getting some good hints about how to sneak into the Augur's Quarter.
I just got fireworks from a chocobo girl. That's it. This city is the best.
The Champion's Quarter, where blood flows and the crowds roar. Here, man and monster bet their lives to entertain the masses.
The slaughterhouse opens its doors to spectators and contestants during the night's banquets. If you wish to join the list, come when we're open.
And lately, it's only been getting worse. Seems there have been more and more deaths.
We know how to take good care of them. We'll be waiting.
What do you think you're playing at, selling that poison? Make me stronger? It almost killed me.
I did warn you that the use of my concoctions is not without risk. In short, you were warned.
Not without risk? You're a crook and a charlatan, you hear me? Huh? I'm done with this place.
Defenses are tight around here. The first thing you'll need to do is break through the security net surrounding the Augur's Quarter.
Exactly what I needed.
Wow, what a night!
The contestant I was cheering for lost. At least he wasn't badly injured.
All 100% natural wildlands produce.
Nothing but the best food, the best drinks, and the best service.
This is the Glutton's Court.
Alright, I'm gonna end this part here. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. You know, if you want to see more of this, give it a thumbs up, a like basically. But the next episode won't be out until Tuesday, of course. But hope you guys take care, stay safe, keep on being positive. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Now, peace.